Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltamar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Rogue Trader. Where we left off last time, we were in this laboratorium. There's apparently homunculus clones here. And it's a very interesting place. It was a very annoying fight last time, but we won. The thick green sludge, a condensed solution that Xenos used for growing clones, is still running down the walls of the large heavy glass capsules. Gross. We also told Adira to open up her mind to the voices. They have taken over her brain, kind of. Hey, he's here. Along with some other things. Along with many other things. Clones, it looks like. Terventius, the Arch-Mechanitor. The Arch-Machinator. There we go. You're looking at several completely identical homunculi at work. A disturbing sight. The indistinguishable and familiar faces turn towards you, morosely and almost indifferently. The homunculi starts talking over one another. You, one of them hisses through his teeth. How dare you, echoes another. Show up here alive, a third one finishes. This is even better, though. Now I'll cleanse the shame of my death with your blood, and then transform you, and the scum you brought along into something useful. Their colors, horrible, frightening, tattered shades. Only a madman could do something like that to himself. Let's observe the homunculi. The homunculi are twitching slightly as though from invisible electronic impulses. They look virtually identical, yet each seems to be missing something, a limb, an implant, or even a facial feature or two. The single gaze of the many faces no longer seems full of haughty superiority only. Some kind of shared defect also shows in it. That hole in the ceiling is a peculiar design choice. What happened here? The identical faces looked annoyed and spiteful. For a moment, it seems the homunculi are about to reply in unison, but a barely perceptible electrical impulse stops them. One of them scoffs and mutters through his teeth, just more proof of how unreliable partnerships with loyal lifeforms are. You notice one of the homunculi glance at the hole in the ceiling. Fury contorts the Xenos' face. Terventius is unable to hide his anger at what happened. Whoever did it, and whatever they did, enraged him. I saw the body of a dead tech priest in this lab. Where'd he come from? Explain. The homunculi are quiet, and then they start to giggle. The revolting sound makes your skin crawl. Scary, isn't it? The thought that you are not the only monkey who serves me? Try and guess, specimen. Try and guess. Trust me, this time I'll fell you much quicker than the last. You are different from the others of your species, specimen. This time around, I want to study you much, and I mean much, much more thoroughly. Which necessitates your death. I hope dying once isn't enough for you either.
Wipe you from the face of the galaxy.
Oh, there's some behind us. There's always some behind us, though. Let's see if we even can get a turn this time. Or if Abelard's going to be doing this entire fight again. There's a lot of enemies in here, actually. Okay. At least it's not an ambush. We can move our people around. Let's move back. The foul aberrations are easy to kill. They're not very hard at all. The Tervanti. There's one good Tervanti, and then it looks like a bunch of weaker Tervantis. So let's move up. Or move there, move Jay back as far as possible. Adira, who's now demony, can move back as far as she can, which apparently is not that far. Same thing with our main character. Oh man, that sucks. That's not far back at all. Where's our turn on the order? So it goes Cassia, Jay, bunch of enemies, couple of our people. Looks like Adira and Eltamar, the two people who are very exposed at the moment, will die just horrible, painful deaths back here unless we can save them with maybe Cassia by blasting some things out of the way. Move for here. We can shoot these ones. Shoot these ones. Gather up these ones. Some of these ones anyways, and blast them too. Okay. This is fine. We'll be okay. Abelard, I kind of don't want you there though. How about there? Okay. This should kill these ones right off. Well, those. Why do you not have... Oh, you have 119 health. You're different. You're not the same as your kin, which is annoying. Also, we don't have a really good chance to hit them there. Let's move here. That will do it. Okay, those two are dead at least. Let's try and gather up some of these ones. Or not. What will these two? Could I just bring these two over there? Sure, that's good enough. We don't have a second attack. Why? I did something wrong, maybe? Regardless. Dodge. Split stratagem.
If I may.
Oh, we could have moved back way easier. Oh well, I should have done that differently. This is fine. Let's just move back over here. Oh, we can't move back over there. Let's just make ourselves move back over here. At least we have some cover there, I guess. There we go. Let's see what happens. Jay's turn. So Jay can give people a turn, which I think we're going to do. I want to get a little bit of this, and at least a shield up. I don't know if it's going to help too much, but it gives us deflection by Psyker rating divided by 2, and armor 10 plus allies resolve divided by 2, so it can give us a lot as our resolve goes up. We'll give Abelard
Suits my purposes.
some extra oomph. And some extra oomph. I think that sticks around for most of the fight. We just took some damage for some reason. Anywho, let's use this. She's got 19 tactical. It's not the most, but it'll help a little bit. That one's dead. Good. That helps out. Stay there. Kronos Matriarch engine. That sounds very ominous. It moves very far. Did you just shoot your own people? No, you healed. You gave it more life? Interesting. I'm actually intrigued by that. Let's move up. Let's do all of our things. I'm gonna bulwark up just in case. I can still use this. I can still do this. 81 damage. Sure, good enough. Alright, Pascal, let's move you up to here. You can do a good plasma blast, but let's do some things first. So first of all, do this. Let's do some prey, so that one. And then these two, probably. They're at least in close range. And then we call the bold. No, we can't. We can either call the bold or we can do this. That doesn't do very much damage, so we'll call the bold. And then we plasma gun right there. One died, and the Kronos engine took some damage. Hidira's turn now. Move up, I guess, to there. More resolve.
Cover me.
Always. Resolve is super important. We could give ourselves like a little booble
Anything else?
of dodging. Not the worst choice in the world, but then we kind of ruined our ability to use lightning or whatever. Oh, we finished. That was a hunt thing. Oh, okay, I see. That's why she got a turn. I was wondering what happened there, but that's not even her real turn. What you doing? You shot our Adira. Why? She's even standing in the dodge field. 2 different dodge fields, and she's still gonna dodge anything. Oh, good, she dodged. Never mind, I lied. I'm sorry, Adira, I doubted you for a sec. What did you just shoot? You blew up the goo container. Why would you do this? Anyways, it's her actual turn now. So, more resolve on our shield dude. And we already have that field up. How long does that last for? Cooldown is 1 round. Till the Psyker's next turn. So it's going to go away soon-ish, but not yet. We could lightning these 2. We could lightning that one, but that won't hit Abelard, actually. We can't aim at those ones for some reason. Could hit that one, which will also hit this one, but I think let's just do these ones.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
We're also going to give Abelard warp speed. We need to lower the veil problem going on here. Anyone need healing? She kind of needs healing.
You'll regret this.
We knocked our own character unconscious by accident. That's such a piss off. Well, that was his turn. Fine, don't worry about it. We'll be okay. More things are just popping out of these goo containers. We should blow up these goo containers. It seems like they're bad news bears. Yes, they are very bad. There's a lot of these things being spawned. Okay. I think we need to blow these things up as fast as humanly possible. Let's move into the dodge field. We can blow up all of these guys basically in one go. Just go here first.
Not to cross my gaze.
Why can't I hit that one? I can. Just has to be at a weird angle. That blows up all those goo containers. Good. We'll do the same thing on the other side, maybe, if we can. No, I don't think we can. Goo containers, who can I hit? I can hit that whole bunch of people. The Dira's turn to do another thing again. Let's give our main character some more resolve. At the very least, he's giving us a shield, even though we can't do much right now. Oh, the Veil is in bad shape at the moment. We can't save the Veil. It's just going to go badly. Let's give our main character another turn, so he can actually do something this turn. Let's move up. I'm moving up to here. We're going to do this.
My tactics
I don't care if the Veil's all messed up. We can do a lot of damage this turn if we're careful. If I move to here, can I hit you guys? No, I could hit that guy. That's pointless, though. I want to hit these ones. And unfortunately, we're not in range of them. What if I move here? I can aim there, but it doesn't hit them. Okay. So just get to cover here. That's not really what I meant to do, but fine. You're at 800 damage, right? So we have a current 106 to 309 chance. But if we use this, press the advantage, that jumps up to 110 to 1,063 damage.
Nothing I can't do. Nothing of value has been.
And we hit it for 963 damage and it died. Could have moved that down. Actually, I might have hit Abelard if I did that, so it's probably good I didn't do that. Done your turn. We can give someone else another turn. Let's give Cassia another turn. She can fix the Veil a little. And she can come up here and maybe blast some more of these guys apart. She really can't hit much this turn. Let's see if we can pull some people down. Or some people somewhere. Can you guys come over here? We'll also heal the Veil. There we go, that's much better. We're gonna move our dodge field up to here somewhere too.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Done turn, next turn. Our character's actual turn. He still has a good amount of tactical supremacy. He really can't move far though, can he? Well, more resolve always. What's his plus resolve, I wonder? 37 currently. Let's keep Shield the Emperor back on. Let's give Hammer the Emperor too, just for fun. Can we hit someone? Maybe. I could definitely kill that guy in probably one hit. 69 to 424 damage. He exploded for 415 damage. Give Abelard. Oh, Abelard can't have that. Unavailable. Okay, I didn't want it anyways. You can't attack this turn. Interesting. Okay, let's try and move her to here. Can we pull some of these people out of their little defensive area? No, I guess not. If she has no attacks this turn, I'm not going to move her to do anything stupid. Just stay in the dodge field, actually. Then just don't do anything, I guess. Move Jay up. You can give someone another turn. Yes. Do it to Abelard? Or our main character. Or Adira.
I hold all the cards.
Adira can move up to here. Give our main character this warp speed so we can actually move. Either way, I don't care where he goes, but yeah, it's fine. We can't lightning those guys. We can lightning this one for 400 damage. He should probably do her Aquila first.
Will do.
I'm just gonna call that Aquila from now on. And I can shoot this guy, who has 1,000 hit points. These two only have to... Oh, that's the big guy there. Okay. Well, okay. Take a lightning bolt. 447 damage is pretty good. That's good enough for that turn. Jay, just stay there. That one's coming down. He shot us and then did something weird. Experimental stim. Twisted creatures coming in. Parry it. Or parried him, I should say. Another creature's here. Jay took a hit. I forgot to kill that guy. That's okay. Cassia, no, don't take so many shots to the face. Abelard, you're here in melee, and you might as well take this one out. 152 damage. Can we charge? No. We could scream, I guess. And then just use endure and defensive stance. And that's fine. Done. Pascal, what can I get you to do this turn? I'm gonna get you to come up here. Pull the bolt. There's a foul aberration you can shoot. Might as well. Just boop it out of the way, please. That was a hell of a lot of damage. Way more than I anticipated. Oh, because we have the Hammer of the Emperor on right. We're going to be doing so much more damage. At least one shot per turn. I forgot about that. Okay, well, more twist. There's still a thingy over here we missed. It didn't die. Just send Jay back to destroy that, probably. Okay, let's move you here. Do your Aquila.
I know what is to come.
You have one lightning left. We can lightning something. We can lightning that guy, sure. Pascal fell, no one else fell, that's okay. Main character's turn. The warp's getting a little unstable, but I don't care. Shield of the Emperor. Hammer of the Emperor. Move up here. Press the advantage. Just ignoring that guy entirely. So this guy's got 668 health. We have a chance to do up to 2,448 damage. We hit him for 2,100 damage. I think that's pretty much the most damage we've ever done in a single hit. Can you imagine if there's a bunch grouped up? 2,100 damage to each, that would just evaporate them. Okay, Jay's gonna go deal with that problem over there. There's a twisted creature, that's... Jay, we're gonna have to deal with that. Move you here, do this. Blow these guys up. There is a thing up there too. And I don't know if there's much I can do about it, unfortunately.
Stop hitting me!
So Jay, go over here, shoot that.
This battlefield air is good for my lungs.
Hope it actually works. It does. Cool. And then just use this. Shoot this
Don't
guy.
get too cocky.
Kinda worked. Abelard, you might have to come back and save Jay from being killed. Done. Not too concerned about... Oh, right. Where are you going? Stop standing in weird positions. Just stay and die. We're gonna run through the poison up here and just blast them. You go up here. Can you lightning this thing?
No,
No, apparently that's not a target. Like an available target. Oh, did we get knocked over? No, we just got pushed. Okay. This is fine. Get up here. I don't know if we can hit both of them. We definitely can't. Anyways, come up here. We'll blow up at least one of them. Now they're out of range of each other. Annoying.
All too easy.
Killed that one. Let's give ourselves some resolve. Cassia's turn. This one is not broken. Walk as far as you can. Where can we walk to? Here? That might work.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Good, that did work. And we'll fix the veil up a little bit here. Okay, Jade did blow up that one. Abelard killed that one. There's only one thing left alive, I think. That guy. And that dome thing. He can just get all the way over there, though, and not hit it. He actually can get in range of the person, though, too. Let's go all the way. Walk through the poison. Alright, let's do all of our buffs, and then we have a full another turn to just deal damage. Should be fine.
Victory is imminent.
Unless we can kill him in one hit. It's always possible.
Someone else can do
Although I didn't do
this.
Hammer of the Emperor this time, so probably not. Nah. 102.
I will do my duty.
Dodge. We have a 92% chance, though, so I'm not too concerned.
It will be done.
Okay. Done the fight. Tervantius again dies. Bunch of random junk.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
I'm going to need to do some serious inventory management at some point in time. However, Arch Mechanictor's Deceit. Whenever the wearer uses an attack that's of a different type than the previous attack, they gain momentum equal to the resolve. Fancy. Blood Barrier Emitter. At the start of your turn, the wearer receives wounds equal to the number of bleeding creatures. If at least one wound was recovered, recovers wounds equal to the number of bleeding creatures. If it was at least one, a fresh injury is removed as well. Interesting. Cool. There's a bunch more dead people. We're supposed to investigate the
awaits.
rubble as well. Okay, we have all the loot. Let's go read the note. There's clearly a letter here. The data slate is dented. Its screen display flickering colored stripes. The readable parts are twitchy and contain repetitions. Maris' prior studies pursued the goal of breaking new ground and recreating and reviving the specimen in the event of its death. The above-mentioned experiment laid the groundwork for modernizing and accelerating the recreation of a living organism from a minuscule sample of bone or muscle tissue. Every variety of living organism has been observed to release a number of chemicals at the moment of death that enable the creation of an entirely identical clone with intact memories of its prior life up to and including the moment of its death, most vividly detailed as to both physical sensations and emotional distress. As mentioned before, even a tiny modicum of bone or muscle tissue is sufficient for reviving or creating an organism in an adequate lab setup. Bear in mind that work on creating the new body must begin before the third stage of decomposition has set in. Oh, well, okay. Interesting. We also got some loot back here. We should probably go grab that, right? Yes. The answer to that is yes. There's also loot there we missed, too. I'm guessing that's just another creature, but... Then we'll do the rubble, like it said. Oops, I clicked on the wrong... Let's check.
Nothing matters challenge for me.
Where is it?
Kunrad has
Is it up
managed
in the
to
other
find
room?
himself a
Like right in this
henchwoman in the
corner?
heart
It
of
totally
Dark
is.
Regina?
Oh no, it's...
Who would have thought it?
there. Okay, there we go. Done.
It's a good thing we caught her in the act.
We
If the
found
snake had
something
got
else.
away, your family could have been in for a nasty surprise in about 5 or 10 years' time, old man.
I heard a sound, a weird sound. Oh well. Okay, there's no other loot icons present other than the one in that room.
Compared to naval service,
Follow my lead.
We'll also level up at some point in the near future. I hate how sometimes we just lose line of sight on the map. Like, it just goes to Fog of War, which is weird. I don't know why that is. Like, we were definitely in this room before, so... What do we got? The space around the hollow is littered with lumps of broken rockcrete. A feeble breeze blows through the ugly hole in the ceiling, stirring up whirlwinds of stone dust at your feet. The hole in the lab's vaulted ceiling and the hollow underneath it point you to the obvious conclusion. Something broke into this room, ripped out a piece of the lab, and dragged it outside. You are, for now, mystified as to what that something was. We could awareness this, 100% chance, or demolition this, also 100% chance. Let's take a closer look around. Through the piled up rocks, dirt, and thick dust, you are able to make out parts of fixtures that were ripped out of their sockets and thrown to the floor. Parts of these are used for fastening industrial girders in place at large manufactorums around the Imperium. Try and surmise what destroyed the lab ceiling. You study the edges of the breach carefully, reflect for a few minutes, and conclude that the hole in the lab ceiling was created by several powerful targeted explosions. After some time, you note the characteristic marks on the debris and walls. The ceiling is breached using melta charges. What do you make of all this? I don't understand. Drakari machinery and their toys seem out of place within these walls. They seem positively alien. In fact, these walls, why this is the standard architecture of an Imperium bunker. Why would a Xenos conduct their business in a place like this? The work is precise, though not the neatest. Whoever did this clearly knew what they were looking for and where to strike. Just look at the edges of the breach, Shireen. They were definitely ripped apart by a targeted blast. This world belongs to House Winterscale, but I refuse to believe His Lordship Caligos would ever collaborate with Xenos. Dark red and brownish green would envelop his figure every time the subject of hunting the enemies of humanity was brought up. He despised them, hated them. Interesting. We don't know what happened, but something happened. Something interesting happened here. That's the hidden door. That is the void ship out. They said there was an elevator at some point in time that we couldn't activate because it was not working properly. I didn't see an elevator though. Anyway, maybe it works now. Who knows? Unless there's like a button here that we missed. Does this thing do anything? No. Nothing around. I don't see any buttons or anything else. Let's activate the elevator and see what happens. Maybe it works now that everyone's dead. No, of course not. Up we go, I guess. Right, the athletics check. That Alpha Grotesque is T-posing in the middle of the room. Kind of creepy looking. Let's go back to the ship, we'll level up, and then we should probably talk to Adira, and then we'll be done our video. We have to talk to her about her new voices. She has a lot of them. We have done the heretic path with her, for sure. Okay, we're already back. Let's go to our bridge. We also need to take a look at our colonies. We might have to buy colony stuff. Alright, there's an incident near the officers' quarter. A healer team was required. Don't know why. Where's Adira? She is there. When Adira sees you, her lips curve into a smile and she nods at something over your shoulder. Adira, how are you? Not regretting your decision, are you? And
Lord Captain, I never had any other choice. You opened, yes, you opened my eyes. I'm no longer scared of what's behind the door, because now I know for sure. I know nothing can threaten me when I'm with you. Thank you.
An unintelligible clamor of voices or whispers erupts from the Psyker's throat, and it takes a few seconds for her to find her own voice among them and respond. I'll always help you, Adira. The Lord Captain will never guide you wrong.
Won't guide me wrong? No, won't guide me. Why should you be the one guiding me when I can guide myself? Yes, my little whispers will guide you however you want. Just tell us. No, don't tell us. No, you should think for a minute. Now or when? Maybe you already thought tomorrow. Let me look for it. I just...
Adira descends into incoherent mumbling. Well, you know.
Of course.
She's fine. Everything's okay, right? Time to level up. Exemplar again. Oh, I mean, notepad. Notepad. We are at this one. I don't know what we're supposed to take here, to be completely fair. We have eager for battle already. I only have a list of things that we're supposed to ponder taking. Guess we could just go through them. Alright, attention gives... After an ally takes an extra turn provided by this character, they gain armor, dodge, and movement points at the end of combat. That's pretty good. All damage dealt by the character is increased by 3% until the end of combat for every new enemy damaged by them this combat. That's pretty good. Willpower or combat meditation is Not useful. That's okay for a... Actually, it's a lot of willpower, but meh. Crushing Assault, no. Deadly Aim, no. Death Dealer, no. Degraded Defense, no. Destroyer, we don't melee attack. We don't push things. Not the worst one. No, that's pointless. No. All allies within 2 cells around the character deal 3 plus character's fellowship bonus more damage and suffer less damage. It doesn't stack if multiple people have it. Does anyone else have Flag Bearer? What if we give... Let's just... Okay, into that. Let's try to level her up. Could she have Flag Bearer? She dies a lot. And she doesn't have Fellowship. Right, our main character is Fellowship Central, I think. Well, 70 isn't the best. Who else has got Fellowship? She's got 80, actually. She's got better. Actually, Cassia has the best Fellowship. Maybe Cassia has that power. Okay. The main character won't take that one. Somebody else will. Flesh Wounds is okay. I think we're gonna go, as weird as it is with Flesh Wounds, even though 10% of his wounds is not a lot of healing, to be honest. Maybe not. What do I want here? We do give people a lot of extra turns. Actually, I kind of like this Cataclysm one. I think I'll take Cataclysm next. Alright, we now have... Do we not have the last Psyker ability? It said we couldn't take that one power, but we definitely have all the Psyker abilities. Okay. Hymns of Hatred is pretty good, honestly. Brink of Death, also pretty good. Master Tactician deals 12% more damage to targets with less than 50% health and heals more wounds for targets with less than 50% health. It's pretty good. Sanguine Siphon is another one that I mentioned. Whenever they deal damage, they gain 1 stack of Sanguine Siphon. If damage is dealt to a target adjacent to the Psyker, they gain 2 stacks instead. When the Psyker takes lethal damage, the stacks of Sanguine Siphon are removed to reduce this damage by 1 for each stack until either all the stacks are removed or the damage is no longer lethal. You know what? Let's take that. It might keep us alive, possibly. It's not the best ability by any measure, but it's fine. She is gonna grab... Actually, I think Cataclysm as well. Might give her a little bit of ability to not... Actually, what's her supposed to be? Let's just take a look. We actually have a sort of build for her. A mostly build. A build enough. We'll call it a build enough. Air of Authority was last turn. She's supposed to take Flag Bearer, but we're giving that to Cassia instead. So let's figure out what else we can give her. Actually, let's just go with Cataclysm. If we shoot a bunch of things with a barrage, like 4 or 5 enemies, that could be, you know, 12, 15% extra damage. Do it up. And the other ability we're supposed to get with her is Unwavering Motivation. The target of Inspire gains 5% additional damage for every 10 stacks of tactical advantage at the beginning of the next turn. That's pretty good. Next turn, Pascal. Pascal's turn. Alright. He is supposed to take, in theory, Know-It-All. He's already got Know-It-All. What else? Okay. Less good, but let's just take a look at what we can do. Character ignores deflection. He's got pretty good ballistic skill if I recall correctly. What's his ballistic skill? 89, yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, let's give him that. Or Death Dealer. Nah. Pinpoint accuracy. Deflection is something to get rid of, I guess, maybe. Or we can get extra strength to give him heavy armor eventually. We already have the ability, it said, to give them, so... Yeah, you know what, we'll just give him Cataclysm. It's easy to do. What's his ability of choice here? Oh no, he's supposed to have precise attack. Okay, sorry. I read that wrong. Don't we had precise attack, don't we? No, we supposed to have know-it-all. We did precise attack. Okay, never mind. Know-it-all was what we were supposed to have. Alright. Let's stop dithering around a little bit. He's supposed to have manipulator push. I guess if he gets some people get close in combat with him, he can push them away. Sure. Flag bearer for her for sure, and something else. Guide of Souls, apparently. The Navigator starts all turns, including extra turns with 3 additional movement points. The first ally targeted by Navigator with a single target ability gains the same amount of additional movement points at the start of the next turn. Good, we can make Abelard go faster. Idira's turn for leveling. She gets Steel Shell, apparently. Deflection doubled against single target attacks. It seems like there's better choices for her, honestly. I don't actually think that that's a great one. She can use lightning and get like +9 or 10% extra damage. That's pretty good. Let's just take that. And we're gonna grab... Apparently she had supposed to take Psi rating 4 here. Oh, she doesn't have Psychic Extremis. Well, now she does. Great. And finally, Abelard. You'll notice we're not leveling Adira, or not Adira, Argenta or the Space Marine. It's because they're going to turn on us, and I don't care that they're not leveled, honestly. Abelard. Sorry, we're at Extermination, which does what? Every damage the creator deals increased by 1 for every attack they have made over combat. Does not affect damage over... Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright. And Awaiting Orders is the next one he's supposed to take, which I don't see on this list. So, finding something else to do. Maybe that... Oh, Waiting Orders is for his other build, right? He doesn't actually have a better version of this yet, so that's okay. We're going to do this on our own. We're going to do it live. It's fine. It's not the worst. Covering Bulwark might help. Let's get Punish the Imprudent. It's a pretty good ability. Alright, we are done. Let's call it a video here. We did Adira's thing. She's now chaotic-y, which is fun. What are we doing next? We have to do the incident. We have to talk to Nomos, apparently. Okay, let's go talk to Nomos. We'll do that right now. The massive figure of the Malatech Asclepius is frozen before the cogitator in a praying pose. Without raising his head, he addresses you. I salute the ruler of this ship. I see you found your great spirit, Asclepius. I have found a miracle and the end of my worldly road. I have never seen and will never see anything more meaningful than the spirit of Nomos. In the face of its multitude, we are nothing but the fixed values of her erroneous function. Sire Gargoyle's gaze tracks you as you walk away from the cogitator. Maybe I'm supposed to talk to this thing. No mores are here. What would you like to talk about? I guess nothing? It says to talk to Nomos, but Nomos doesn't want to talk. Okay, we should reread this. I see. We've been studying and observing and helping the ship when we can. So many mechanisms they would have suffered without our input. By the way, I did that already. You read the data bank from Theodora's cache and then said the incident marked the beginning of Nomos. What did you mean by that? Yes, Nomos, remember. You brought us data sustenance. It contained the name Epitaph. We recognized it. No, not like that. In the name we recognized the place where Nomos originate. Nomos suddenly falls silent. Symbols race chaotically across the screen of the huge cogitator, and you hear an almost human groan come from the depths of the machine. Nomos understand, realize, comprehend themselves. For a moment there is silence, broken only by the moans of the huge machine, and then the cyborg gargoyle begins to speak, and with it the other servitors chosen by Nomos. We have analyzed the data with which you sated us, and we have recreated the sequence of events. First, there was Epitaph. It is a world, but it is merely a case, a container for something we cannot name and cannot understand. Theodora and the ship have been to that place. Something was lifted up from the world, a gift. A trusted priest in Crimson, one who identified himself as Amernat, comprehended the gift raised from Epitaph, and from it he created what the databank's list as a tech blight. But that is not how Nomos came into being. We are not invented, we were not freed. We came into being by accident. The chorus of servitors sounds genuinely confused, almost desperate. Theodora's ambition and the myriad mechanisms of the huge ship, Amernat's mind, the inquisitive attempts to comprehend and extract, the dormant blight, the dormant epitaph, what lies hidden in its depths, and between it all we slipped in, connected and emerged like an electrical discharge between the poles. Accident, incident, that's what we are. We have no purpose, no history, Nomos just are. Do you know where Epitaph is? That data is gone, deleted, erased, deliberately, but we cannot trace who did it or why. A tech blight? A gift, but a terrible one. You would call it a weapon. Theodora coveted it. She needed it desperately, but we do not know why. How is Amernat involved in this? He desired knowledge. Theodora allowed him to explore the gifts of Epitaph, slaking his thirst, but we know it did not bring him happiness. In the footprints of his slaked thirst, fear followed. Blessed Amernat was involved in the birth of the spirit named Nomos. I do not believe for a moment that he could have been frightened by this miracle. It was not us he feared. He did not know us. He only suspected. His mental process were occupied by the tech blight. That was what he feared. He wanted protection from it. The ship that was on Epitaph, Amernat traveled aboard it, investigating the tech blight, and Nomos was born as a result of the incident, so how is it possible no one in the crew knew the whole truth? The truth was hidden deliberately. Your officers' memories were stolen. All the cogitator's memory banks were wiped. It took you feeding us the truth bit by bit for us to piece it together and understand. Who has the resources, the knowledge, and the power to accomplish such a feat? It would have been beyond the capabilities of the blessed Amernat himself, and he would never destroy knowledge. This story disturbs me. It sounds like the echo of a sacrilege whose name is the preservation of ignorance. The spirit of Nomos must be protected from the encroachments of that power that tried to conceal the truth of its birth. Enough about the past, let's talk about the future. You do in fact have a purpose, Nomos. Tell us, what is our purpose? To be my servant, my blade, a force to be reckoned with by all. A servant, a force. The chorus of servitors dutifully repeats your words, but seemingly without understanding them. Nomos is preoccupied. The huge cogitator continues to sing his creaking song, running unknown calculations. Blessed be the spirit. A great path and a great future lie before it, and we must assist it on its way. Thanks. Alright, we did that. And, we have to go to Footfall. We're not going to do that yet. Abelard wants to talk about Arcanus. We'll do that next time. Footfall again. Right, we're going to look at our worlds. Before I forget to do this, we finished Sorted Goods, and we did get some Zealot batteries. 3 shots, 24 damage each, which are worse than our current guns by a lot. Although these are broadside macro cannons, why is it showing us our non-broadside weapons? Weird. I'll take a look at that in a sec. Let's build a building. We can do Holy Prophet, which gives us profit factor in people. Praising the Muses, more profit factor. We lose Adamantine, which is fine, and Plasteel, which we have tons of. Pleasing the Tired is complacency and efficiency. We lose a bunch of things, including provisions, which no, we're fine on provisions. Never mind. It's not a bad one. Call to Arms gives us security and a bunch of people. We don't have as much prep with the Imperial Navy as I wish we did. I would like Imperial Navy a lot. What do we need for that? We need Bastion, which we don't have because we need more security by a lot. So if we do call to arms, that should help our security, right? How many weapons we got? We have weapons. Okay, Janus' turn. Lord Captain, the Ordo Xenos punitive unit led by Acolyte Lynette Zhu has arrived on Janus. The Inquisition forces have already taken control of the Governor's Palace and intend to deal with the anomalies on Janus. Governor Viat and her retinue have left the residence and fled to some secret shelter. Many of her servants and lesser followers have been executed. There's no doubt that Lady Zhu knew exactly what she was looking for. How much did the Inquisition sniff out? The initial interrogations have set Lynette Zhu on the tracks of the wretches towards the anomalous region, but her people continued to dig deeper, so to speak. The search of the Governor's Palace has been interrupted by a fire that, for better or worse, was extinguished before destroying the residence, killing hundreds of servants. The Inquisition still managed to discover traces of heretical rituals and have started the search for the Governor. We could trick them, have my servants pursue the Inquisitors, or persuade the Inquisitors there's nothing important on the planet. We lose a profit factor. We need to get the Inquisitors off that planet. The Lord Captain's servants have taken great pains to conceal any and all evidence to create an information vacuum around the Inquisitor's squad. Alas, it's unlikely that Lady Zhu, who left Janus, has fallen for this deception. Her group would most likely land on the planet once again in secrecy, and the agents whom she had recruited during her stay on the world would obtain the information she needs. We completed Great Fire. Alright, let's pick another tech. Payment in organs gives us profit factor, less complacency, more efficiency. What are the big things we want on this world, though? Okay, so we could get profit factor +5, Watcher from above, which is a pretty good sword. Xeno Vivisectionist, which gives us dodge against Xenos, pretty good. It doesn't... Oh, it does block shelter in Pleasure World. What's shelter do? Tons of people. Merciful Savior. That's not really all that useful. Although we could use the people, to be honest. We actually don't have the people available for this anymore. Maybe we do shelter. Do we need Pleasure World? That profit factor is pretty good. I kind of want the profit factor. We can find more people elsewhere. Let's see if we can find any more people here, actually. Payment in organs lowers our people. We need more people. This gives us some people. We lose some provisions. We lose a little profit factor. Scriptor. Actually, what do we need for Pleasure World? We did Great Fire. Okay, we're fine. Using the Scriptorium schools doesn't block it off, so... Some provisions for some efficiency and a bunch of people. Sold. Do it up. Next world, Vivos. We did Pure Blood, got some profit factor and other stuff. We only can do Penal Battalion and Captive Xenos here. Captive Xenos gives us a boatload of people. Penal Battalion gives us some security. This doesn't require anything other than losing some profit factor and security. This gives us security. Uses Promethium. We have a lot of provisions. We have some people. We don't have very many, but we're going to get a bunch. Weapons we're kind of low on. We have 15 weapons. That said, what's the Diligent Cannoneers? Crit with macro cannons. That's not particularly useful. What is our security on this planet? 0 anyways. What does it matter? We have no security on this planet. Let's just do Captive Xenos then. We lose 3 profit factor. What is our profit factor? I don't even know right now. But we're going to get a bunch of that later too, so... I'm not too concerned about our profit factor going down a little bit. Let's grab the people. That'll help us get lots of people. Lord Captain, there's been an active sabotage on Kiava Gamma. The cult of the Final Dawn has invaded the planet, cultivating a pack of schismaticals in the bowels of the manufactorums and set them upon us. The attack was so sudden we lost all the workshops, but we had help. Some entities are already being called Data Angels and invaded the cogitational network, seized the cogitators and servants, and used them to repel the first onslaught of the schismaticals. Now there's a fierce struggle taking place all over the planet, and the new sphere of the world is boiling. Fortunately, we have received information about the impending attack at the last moment. The signal was intercepted in the warp by Cubus Delphin's machine. So we can get rid of the corruption, which gives us Blessing of the Data Angels +1. We can kill the Data Angels, get Terror of Kiava Gamma. Let's just do this one. I think this one's much better. It will be done. Combining their forces, the Data Angels and the Brave Logists have charged to attack these schismaticals. The hordes of data spirits have been tech exorcised and exterminated. The afflicted mechanisms purged and restored. The tech priests give praise to the Omnisci for protecting their production algorithm from severe disruption. After exiling the schismaticals, the Data Angels have retreated into hiding inside the cognitational networks, leaving the servants of the Omnissiah only to guess at who or what these beings were. Archive of the Expanse, some profit factor, and we got an augur array, which is a really good augur array, actually. We only can do Sacrilege of Creation, probably because we're low on people, I'm guessing. Yeah. We also do Sacred Flame, I guess, which is a bunch of weapons. Promethium and chemicals. Do we have chemicals? We have an okay amount of chemicals. 9 weapons is pretty good. What else can we get, though? Heretical plus 20. This is the one we're doing, obviously. This is Fanatic Heretical plus 20 her Heresy. Hungering Mind. The power of burning effects inflicted for the wearer is increased by +1 for each enemy affected by the wearer's area of effects. Until the end of combat, the bonus stacks. Yoink. Sacrilege of Creation. Is there like a heretical version of like the top tier thing? No. Alright, it looks like all the worlds are being taken care of. It looks like there's room for like 2 more worlds, but I don't know what they would be. I'm also going to really quickly take a look before we end this video at our reputations. We need to start really working on these, I think. That one. Let's try the Imperial Navy first. We have nothing they want. Literally nothing. That sucks. Alright. No new guns for us. Fellowship of the Void is doing pretty well. We're at 27. We only need 8-ish more levels to max this one out. That being said, we need more profit factor by quite a lot, because we're only at 85 profit factor. Which is fine for up to level 26-ish. Where Surgeon's Boots kick in, but... Ooh. Oh, that Astronomicon Regalia is really good. Yoink, grab that for... Cassia. Okay, well, there's not much we can do here right now. Let's see who else we can level up. The Explorators are pretty high up there, too. What do they like? They like holy gifts. Let's just sort by name. We have some holy gifts. Do we have heretic trophies? Not really. Do we have ship components? Probably some. You? We'll give them a couple. Mechanicus Creations? We may have some. No, not really. We have 1. Armor kits. We'd probably have a bunch. No, we sold a bunch of armor kits, right? He doesn't really want anything else. We do have a billion miscellaneouses, though. Unfortunately, I don't really want to give them. Let's give provisions, though. I don't know why we have so many provisions. We just have lots. And ranged weaponry, we have a lot of that as well. We could just start dishing out some ranged weaponry, too. In fact, we'll just do most of the ranged weaponry. And the provisions are all good. Alright, let's give them all that. We're now at 23 with them. What can we buy? Up to 23. Mars Power Axe. It's okay. Omnissiah Holy Symbol. Tech Use and Logic. And we can re-roll. Snake that for Pascal. Who sucks sometimes at it. Tempestuous Carapace is okay, but it's not the greatest. Beat of Concentration. Oh, wait. The wearer gains an additional AP for each consecutive turn that the wearer has not spent MP. Stacks up to 5 times. So we just stand still. I'm never going to stand still that much, though, to be honest. Alright, well, that was a pretty useful thing anyways. We're getting up there in levels. For now, I think we'll call it here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care.